Hello. What's up?
Yes, I am the Lord.
Hello Co, you are cool. I enjoyed hearing the Spooklight reading. Coecasts would be rad.
Yes, I am the Lord.
Hubs, thank you for 14 months. Alcoholic Lamp, thank you for 58 months.
Yes, I am the Lord.
Fuck.
Lane, thank you for 33 months. I haven't got a coat, but it's not too terrible yet. I have a hoodie, and it's getting me by.
Yes, I am the
We
Lord.
moved to
S-toy
Ohio.
poopin'.
Sir Saro, thank you for 44 months. That's not bad. We're on Wi-Fi at the moment. It's supposed to be a gig down and like 30 to 40 up. Pets are doing good. Pets are in a better mood now that they're not cooped up in a car. Spectrum. It's like Comcast adjacent. Yeah, they're all the same. Craigit's here. We've kidnapped Craigit. He just lives with us now. We made it. There's lots to say. We have moved from Arizona to Ohio. And I've told this story many times. I can tell it another time once again. Uh, this is the affluenza plan. We caught affluenza. Basically, we realized there was a property in the family we could live in and pay no rent, and also reduce other monthly bills that we have or had in Arizona. So low end affluenza. It's like it's praxis affluenza. Leftist approved. We're basically just taking advantage of something that we didn't realize until like 6 months ago that we had the option to take advantage of. I mean, we are using a loose definition of affluenza. It all kind of started because of an article that came out in the middle of this year where this is
Yes,
basically a
I am
pull
the
yourself
Lord.
up by your bootstraps article. Woodhop, thank you for 44 months, where it was about this woman who was about student loans really, and it was about how this woman just pulled herself up by her bootstraps, paid off all her student loans, and you can too. All you have to do is be handed a job by a foundation that your family
You're
runs
really
and be
for
handed a
bits.
condo to live in that your family owns, and then rent out your gifted condo and become a landlord, and then buy another condo and landlord that one after you've moved in with your parents in the house that they own, and suddenly your student loans are paid off.
Yes, I am the Lord.
Yeah, you can do it too. Nuke, thank you for those biddies. Dr. Defective, thank you for the 5 gift subs.
Yes, I am the Lord.
The star has
Calorie, thank you for
landed
38
co-hype.
months. And basically, we took her advice. I know we should be landlording this out. That's what we should be doing if we were going to do it right.
Really?
Really?
What are we doing right?
We need to smush ourselves into the small apartment and then rent out the other one, become landlords.
We rent it.
Yeah, no, that's a
Why
fact.
do you think we're living up here?
Yeah, we're here because nobody else would want to be here. That's how good it is. So, yeah, we're doing like baby's first affluenza, where we are kind of slumming it, essentially, of a sort.
Yeah.
I would
It's
say
like
this
that
place is a
stuff-
slum.
It's like slum light.
It's slum light.
Like there's some nice parts to it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, pretty much, Ragu. I think I've said it. I've oversaid it. It's meaningless now.
You're ready for bits.
We haven't really unpacked much. Yo, hey, Lindley, thank you for the bit bomb, my friend, and all those rewards. There were some casualties. We have a TV we're not sure about because the treadmill was slowly but surely forcing itself into the television. Um, we have to find the power cable for the TV to turn it on and see if it's fine or not. A jewelry, what do you even call those things? It's a jewelry cabinet, I guess. I don't know if it has a special name. I wanted to say like armoire or something, but I think that's a whole different piece of furniture.
No, it's true. Okay.
What is? An armoire?
No, but we have.
I know, but anyway.
An armoire is like the big thing that you put your clothes in. Giant.
Okay. So it's an armoire for jewelry.
Correct.
It's got its leg cracked through. What else went wrong?
You're
The vinyl cabinet. The wheels shattered on the vinyl cabinet. The
Wait, what happened to the door again?
the leg cracked. You
Oh.
saw that.
I
The ice chest or the freezer or whatever, the freezer box, the chest freezer. That got like scratched slash dented, and we don't know by what.
The microwave?
Oh, the microwave got fucked. The face of the microwave almost got ripped off. Like it's probably all functional, but the metal part that like covers the door is like crumpled like a piece of paper. We really don't know what happened there.
Yes, I am the Lord.
It's not
Conrad
Craig's
will
fault.
come into your know who's covert.
It was more of like a packing fault, like a little bit on me and Nakomi, and a little bit on the loaders who loaded the truck. Because there's some things that they overpacked, like they stacked things too high and heavy in some spots, and then Nakomi and I didn't really get enough like furniture blankets and straps. So there were things that probably would have done better if they would have just been better protected or wrapped up more. Mischief Managed, thank you for those biddies. Soycool, thank you for 38 months. We don't really know the status of the CRTs yet. They're still in their boxes. We have so much crap that we don't really know where it's all going to go for probably a long time. So a lot of things aren't going to be unpacked for a while. But I will say I packed the CRTs very carefully, so my hope is that they're fine. But we might not know for a bit. I really wanted to dig them out and test them, but it's like a lot of stuff that I have to
Yes,
to
I am
unravel
the
to do
Lord.
that. 'Cause
Grats on the move.
I have to get out something that can output RGB, and I have to get out RGB cables, and blah 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 blah. It's just a lot.
You're ready for bits. Hey Eco, hope all went well on the move.
Candor, thank you for 77 months. Very much appreciated. And Kirby, thank you for those biddies. The old PC? Oh, yeah. So my previous gaming PC just went there standing up. The thing is, though, is that case was made to go to space. You could launch that thing with a rocket and no other protection, and it would be fine. It could land itself on the moon. But I didn't take the GPU out of it, and it didn't wrench itself off of the motherboard, which I think is further evidence that it didn't really have anything to do with Craig's driving. He wasn't like bouncing the truck along or anything.
It purposely hit potholes.
Yeah. Well, that CPU does have a Noctua engine block on it, so I don't know if you looked at that. Really? Did you push the? That's weird. Maybe it is fucked. No, the area sucks. It's Ohio. What are you saying? But we know this area, so we're well aware of it fully. There's no surprises here for us. Nakomi used to live in this place that we're in, and I used to live in a nearby area. No, the scenery's awful. It's absolutely terrible. What I typically say is Toledo. The attic, yeah. There's a terrifying tiny little attic.
It wouldn't be terrifying if it wasn't full of stuff. Might actually be a cute attic.
You're ready for bits.
Optional Optimist, thank you for those biddies. Yeah, I mean, we seem to have a stable. Well, I'm broadcasting over Wi-Fi right now because it's basically impossible to be more set up than this right now. Work certainly was expecting me to be pretty instantly set up, which was optimistic at best. We have an Ethernet cable here connected to the router provided by the ISP, but when I plugged it in, it made the internet stop working, which is kind of that's indicative of a router provided by the ISP. So. Ow.
Yes, I am the Lord.
Xeno Crisis, thank you for 49 months. Well, it's a separate router from the modem, so I'm just going to kick that router to the curb. And once I find my router, wherever it is, it's somewhere. I took the fiber router. I don't know if it was ours, really. Suppose I can mail it back to CenturyLink. Yeah, I mean, I can just mail it to them. It'll be fine. Or they can charge me for it, whatever. I didn't take the Aunt box.
You need to cancel that, by the way.
I know, I've got to cancel all the shit. We have so many like loose ends we have to tie up. Yeah, we've got a lot to do. God, we have so much to do. And all of this happened like right the fuck on Christmas, of all things. We are no longer renting. We are now off the grid, which feels pretty awesome. You know, once we got here, it was a little harrowing because this place is pretty, well, harrowing. It's not the best, but as the days gone on, I've become settled in the idea that this is the right decision, no matter how bad it is, really.
Well, there's things we can.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's just going to take time. It's going to take time and money. But the big thing to me is that we're off of the rent cycle. No one can kick us out of here as long as we're not dickheads, which we're not. And worst case scenario, we'll at least be able to much more rapidly repair ourselves financially, which is the real point behind it all. So even if it sucks here, even if it's not pretty, even if it takes a long time, we'll be able to get on our feet financially, take care of shit, and eventually move, hopefully, into a fucking house. Long road until that, though.
You're ready for bits. Glad you made it smile on my birthday, yet smile.
Quesimo, thank you for the biddies and happy birthday. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. Well, I'm looking forward to sharing it with you guys. It's a bit of a disaster at the moment, so I'm not going to immediately share things, but we're going to get our shit together a bit more, and then I'll start giving you guys a little bit of insight into what this is all like.
You're ready for bits. Cola.
What are some of the highlights? I meant the lowlights. I was being sarcastic. We do have a poo-poo patio. In case this wasn't explained or if you missed it, this is a second floor type situation, and the stairs, a patio. The stairs to get to it are not great, and even with that, there's not really anywhere fantastic for the dogs to do their business. So we had somebody build a poo-poo patio. There's a small, very tiny, I assume it was intended to be a patio at some point, but it was really just a roof, right? It wasn't really
I don't think
patiofied.
it was ever intended to be.
Well, why is a door there? This is the kind of place where you go, why is there a door there? In more than one place.
Yeah, that is the catchphrase.
Because there's another door that goes out, but doesn't even go to a flat bit of roof.
You're
It just
ready for
goes to a
bits.
slope. It's like a door to just fall off the roof. Yeah. But yeah, that really describes this place. Why is there a door there? I would say that's the official name of this place. Anyway, the door that I'm talking about has a flat bit of roof, and we had someone, or Nakomi had someone build a little poo-poo patio. So it's something that can withstand being stood on. It has a little picket fence around it. We're gonna put some turf on it, some astroturf, and it's where the doggies are gonna go potties.
So that we don't have to drag them down the icy stairs.
Yeah. It's part of the bunkerification of this place, where we're just never going to use the front door ever again.
Track Christmas modified shorts.
No.
Holy shit.
Christmas modified shorts?
Yeah. Roll up in the Twitch channel. It shows that.
Yes, I am the Lord.
Glad you are all moved.
There it is.
What the fuck? Oh no. Oh no.
Perfect.
Oh no. Oh, that's not good.
Oh man,
That's not a snowman. That's not a nose.
Ornaments. That's all I'm saying.
There's other things going on. It's like simultaneously you can put a carrot in a bad place, and then there's also like the BDSM version where it puts a Rudolph nose, which looks like a ball gag, right in a particular location. Jesus Christ, I can't believe that's how that works. Oh, they didn't consider shorts.
Wait, someone didn't make that?
No, that's an emote modifier. So you can take any emote and put a snowman hat and a snowman nose on it. But when you put that on the shorts,
Yeah, no, I saw.
it becomes a dick hat.
I seriously thought somebody made that.
Yeah, look what somebody did to your emote. See, you dressed up for Christmas. It's Scream-a-Day you, where you've got the pale face, so you look like a snow lady. It's perfect. Right.
Pigeons.
Doors to Nowhere. Pigeons, yes. There's a on above one of the Doors to Nowhere. There's a window awning thing, and there were pigeons in there just being angry. Big pigeons. They're like chickens. Yeah. Craig and I were standing in the living room of the larger apartment, and I was like, "What is that sound?" I kept hearing like, and lo and behold, there were some fucking asshole birds just hanging out up there, making a racket. Oh yeah, there's wasps. The return of the wasps.
Oh yeah, you guys are gonna fix that. Right?
Well, apparently you just have to grab a wasp nest with a fucking plastic bag. Thanks, Internet, for that advice. I'm not excited. Presumably, there's just a bunch of wasps in there sleeping, right?
For what it's worth, it's one of the better times
When they're sleeping slow, yeah. There was one wasp outside, and it looked lost. It did not have much awareness. Oh fuck! What? When you said that, Zuria, I thought you meant a single wasp. Discord?
Oh Lord! Holy shit!
Why? Why would you do this? Why would you do this?
Oh. monkey people.
It is a Christmas miracle. Damn it, ends. Excellent. Nah, I mean, this place sucks in many ways. That's just a fact. But I mean, you gotta be real about it.
You didn't mention the kitchen.
The kitchen. Which kitchen? Which part of which kitchen?
The metal cabinet.
Oh, well, so yeah, there's a sink from the 50s here. The whole sink and counter and cabinets on either side of it. It's like, I don't know, 4 feet wide, maybe 5 feet wide. It's a double sink. The whole thing is made of metal and is a single unit.
Pretty sure the sink part is actually cast iron.
Cast iron? Yeah, maybe. It's basically an antique.
Can we sell that, Craig?
Probably.
Yes, I am the Lord.
I'm sorry you saw my abomination.
I enjoyed seeing it ends. Thank you for 83 months.
Absolute worst case.
Did I get you Capybara? If not, thank you for 21
I'd
months.
rather not have to myself. Do you have any idea how much that sink top must weigh?
There's 2 different kinds or even 3 different kinds of cabinet in that kitchen.
Oh, those aren't even tied down. Like we
Right.
drag those in from
Just
another room.
sitting around.
The doors don't work.
The bathroom in the large apartment, I can't sit on the toilet with my legs in front of me.
Yeah, it's like
There's a shower for someone a foot shorter than me with an arch over it. There's a vanity in there with just like vanities normally just have like bulbs, like normal light bulbs above them, so it's not weird for the bulbs to be exposed. But in this case, it's just 2 regular bulbs, not like vanity bulbs, just 2 regular light bulbs, light sockets just facing each other at the top.
oh, there's the cover for that, but
Blinding you.
it's like orange.
Oh, okay, so there used to be a cover for that thing.
No, we still have it.
Right. So this is like, yeah, this would be the anti-cribs. There's no doorknob to the attic door. We had to pry that open.
Or the storage room.
Storage room doesn't have a doorknob.
Someone punched a giant hole into the bathroom door in the large part.
Yeah, there's a door with a punch hole. As soon as
Basically, like half the door is missing.
we came in, both dogs decided to let loose all piss. In the smaller apartment, there's vents that are like at the bottoms of walls. Every single one of those has been kicked to pieces by somebody. The storage room is full of debris
Stop sign.
and a stop sign.
And
Yeah, there's a
street
stop sign in
signs.
there for some reason, and 2 street signs. Yeah, who knows why? What else is weird? Most of the wall fixtures, like light switches and outlets, don't have covers. The doors barely work. They're either too swollen to close or otherwise screwy. Yeah, or missing knobs or whatever else. I am not handy, so this is my opportunity to learn to be handy.
I'm handy.
Nakomi is handy. We are not renting this place. This place is just ours now. Of a sort. It's technically not owned by us, but it is, I would say, practically. Yeah, in a practical sense, it's effectively ours. So, and that was the whole point of this, is the fact that we're not going to have to pay anybody to live here. And the expenses in terms of utilities are way, 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 way lower uh, than in Phoenix. Yeah, permanently borrowing. Yeah, this is in the family. That's right. There's no land other than what the building is sitting on. So there's
Hey, we have that parking spot.
we we do we do have a parking spot, which is kind of hilarious. It's a tiny rectangle the size of a car, full of weeds. It's the only weedy spot anywhere around. Like, okay, look, well, the landscaping around here isn't amazing, but compared to our parking spot, there's like people-sized weeds in it. It's like nobody would dare go to our parking spot. And there's a dumpster next to it, which is great.
That's ours.
It's our dumpster, apparently.
Yeah,
A legit dumpster.
We're paying for that.
Yeah, that's our trash.
Like,
Not a huge one,
okay.
a small dumpster. If it was legit, we could clear out the storage room. Exactly.
Well, no, I mean, like, it'll take a couple weeks, but
Craig, it was going through and like kind of mentally pricing everything, like trying to figure out what you could get money for. Like, this might be copper or not.
the wiring is.
The wiring definitely is. ETA on 50% normal stream? What does that mean?
Like, you play a game?
Wow. Soon. We are going to try to get desks soon. We don't have desks, so that kind of inhibits the ability to actually set up the real computers. But this week, presumably, tomorrow possibly. No, we have a folding table that I'm on right now. Wait, I thought they already approved the stimulus. They pulled it back?
Yeah, because everybody was like, what the fuck?
Well, yeah, but I thought they already passed it, which usually means that's over. Wait, Trump? Wow. That is not the ending you would expect. Wait, do we have to say thanks, Trump? He wanted more? That's a surprise. I refuse. I mean, fair. No, I know. I'm sure that there's some negative ulterior motive, but it's just funny that this is how it worked out. Broken clocks, yeah. Beer. Exactly. That's probably the reason, honestly. Oh, he just pardoned a bunch of people? Okay, yeah. That's no surprise. Yeah. It's funny how, like, incredibly predictable he can be. I mean, this feels unpredictable, but now you guys are giving likely reasons why, like the McConnell thing, and it's like, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. Because the only rhyme or reason is like whether he's butthurt about something. So it's like just whiplash. There's no like long drawn out thinking about anything. It's just who pissed him off or didn't piss him off today. Yeah, it's just tantrums. Tantrum after tantrum. Thankfully, not much longer. Oh. So the drive was not that bad, to be honest, in my opinion. I don't know about the other two here.
Yeah, it was decent after I learned to sit in the back seat.
Excuse me, Jiff? Jiff said, "Did you see that KFC is releasing a game console? It has a drawer to keep chicken warm."
Please tell me this is the real thing.
Is this real? Do I have to add a console to the collection?
Yes.
KFC console has Intel inside and it warms your chicken.
You're really high-end gaming.
How much is it?
It looks like an air fryer.
Can I have it for Christmas?
It just looks like an air fryer. It has a terabyte of NVMe. Oh, it's an Intel NUC. NUC. What the fuck? I hate KFC so much.
There's a reason mankind didn't peak with the discovery of fire, or the invention of the wheel. It's a feeling inside all of us that compels us to go further, reach higher, and dream of ways to achieve the unachievable.
I fucking hate KFC.
When the odds are stacked against us and it seems like the entire world wants to tell.
Ugh. Like, they're sort of the worst kind of like trying too hard.
That's what makes
No, it's not though. It's not funny. Is the thing.
it. Yeah.
No, they're very. It's not even ironically funny. They remind me of Burger King from 10 years ago. Yeah, no, I don't like KFC food. I don't think the marketing is that good. I always find them to be like, I don't know, like they're trying to be viral all the time. And I always find it grating, you know? I guess that's just me. Seems like everybody else loves it, but like I just feel like it's so, I don't know. It reminds me of everything else that took the wrong lessons from Old Spice. Like Old Spice actually made something that was like it took effort to do what they did, and then everybody else just has descended into this ironic hell where commercials are just absurd and but not really actually funny. There's just a lot of absurdity. It's kind of like bad Tim and Eric Awesome Show.
Lifetime original Mario Lopez.
Say what?
KFC Mario Lopez movie.
Oh,
15 minutes long or something.
oh, yeah. Is that like the dating thing with Colonel Sanders? Ugh.
Yeah, that sounds right.
They made that game.
Well, look, I can definitely I can respect the fact that they have follow through, but it's still just a fucking brand at the end of the day. It's honestly it's just weird that they made this real. It's very fucking weird.
KFC games.
I'd do it in a second. I will the second I get my computer set up. In my first stream.
Silence brand. Look, y'all can like it. That's fine. I'm not trying to stop you from liking it. Like it all day. Yeah, the drive is over. We have arrived. What got us through it was You're Wrong About. My God, what a good podcast. It's so good. God damn it.
That's terrible.
It's called You're Wrong About. Nakomi got me into it. It's really good because they go into these deep dives on topics, and I've been surprised every fucking time. Even things that I think I know what the twist is, like I know what like they take things that are like commonly accepted, sort of mainstream like assumptions or myths or whatever, and then they just kind of pick it completely apart. And some of the ones I didn't think I would find interesting at all were like insanely interesting. Like two of the ones we listened to were these long multi-parters about one was about Jessica Simpson, and I never thought I would give a single shit about Jessica Simpson. But apparently she did a memoir, and they went through it, and she just had like this fucking shitty life. Just really terrible. And they also did like a 5-parter on Princess Diana, which was super fucking interesting because again, there was like so much shit I did not have the slightest clue about.
The most important thing to take away from the Justice that John Mayer is a huge.
John Mayer is a fucking monster. Apparently, he's the whole reason that the "We're Never Getting Back Together" song exists. Yeah, he's just a weird creep.
He wants to live in his vagina. Dick is racist.
Does he? Zuria just said he got a big dick though,
A racist dick.
but a racist dick indeed. He described his dick as a white supremacist dick, which is not great and very weird. Yeah, yikes indeed. Nice, Jim. Anyway, I strongly recommend that podcast. It made the driving like a total breeze. I could listen to them talk about basically anything forever.
You did a really good one on it.
Oh yeah, Anastasia was really interesting. What's her name? The French Marie Antoinette. That one was really.
Nut.
Did I say nut? Marie Antoinette was very interesting. I strongly recommend it. It's super, super, super good. Antoinette.
Genevieve.
Oh God, yeah, the Kitty Genovese one was really mind blowing. Like, if any of you, there's so many things that I just don't know the history of them, and so it's super fucking interesting to hear them in extreme detail. The whole thing with Kitty Genovese is like if you've many people like many of you here have probably heard of that thing because it sort of became like an urban legend about how someone got murdered in New York City and like nobody called the cops. Like, it was this thing about
37 people watched her die.
yeah, it was like an anecdote or an apocryphal tale sort of thing that would get repeated about how basically cities are shitty and they turn people into shit and make them apathetic and evil. And it's 1,000,000% not true. And in fact, that was the whole point of the article, was essentially to create that narrative, but it's completely false. It's called You're Wrong About. Well, right. And the thing is, it's a total myth. It's not fucking true at all. And I strongly recommend that episode, although it is a bit gut heartbreaking, gut wrenching. Yeah, it's difficult, but worthy. It's definitely worth your time. Stonewall was very good. I didn't know anything about Stonewall at all. I had never even heard of Stonewall. Yeah, the gay bar, where a riot slash protest happened. Like Stonewall as an event, I had never heard of. Yeah. It has massive, massive significance to the LGBTQ community. I don't think it was in Ohio. I think it was in New York.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly where, but it was definitely New York.
Yes, I am the Lord.
Rustlar, thank you for 60 months. How's our mattress doing? Has it grown yet?
It's growing.
It's growing. We have a mattress that is slowly constructing itself. Yeah, we planted a mattress. It's not an air mattress, it's an internet mattress. And it's downloading itself right now. We did bring a mattress that Craig is on right now. We have basically a fold-up bed for just this sort of purpose. But yeah, basically it's a mattress that came completely like vacuum packed and rolled up. And once you get the plastic off of it, it starts to suck air. It was just audibly like. So it's yeah, it came in a how did they do that size box.
Returns.
It could definitely vape, yeah. I don't think it would exhale, but it would definitely suck. Yeah, well, we only opened it up about an hour ago, and we're going to probably lay on it in a few hours. And that's, that's how it is. Look, we tortured the guys who unloaded our truck. And they didn't do the bed first. It was unintentional torture. We told them like what the situation was, but they gave us a really low estimate. And Nakomi told me the estimate, and I believe immediately I said they did not understand. They did not. That's not a correct estimate because they had to bring a fully loaded 26-foot long, the contents of a 26-foot long truck up a fire escape with a right turn at the end. So like,
Some of those boxes. Awful.
yeah, a lot of heavy shit. No, they were really, really great guys. And we really felt bad for them because they were so fucking destroyed by the end of it. Like, moving us in, I think, gave them an existential crisis. Yes, it is. Well, I mean, effectively, we gave them extra money. A lot of extra money. Yeah, it is a bit of a horror story, but we're working on it. It's slowly getting better with each attempt. Oh, okay. Kryptonic Dragon said, just make sure to look over the mattress for damage. Apparently, the 24-hour period is only so that manufacturing defects become fully evident after expansion or something. IDK.
Actually, it's supposed to be 48 hours.
God, we saw some places here that really do look like just murder holes. We passed a house that was we're pretty sure somebody was actively living in it, and it was boarded up beyond what boarded up normally means when you talk about a house. Like boarded up, like on a condemned house, would mean that there's boards over the windows and doors. Yeah, the first floor was boarded up. Like the entire porch was boarded up. All the walls were boarded up. The house was boarded up. It was like it was being packaged for shipping. And I'm pretty sure somebody was living
Yes, I am the Lord.
Congrats.
there. That felt like a murder house to me. Master, thank you for 60 months. 5 years. 5 years from Wrestler as well. What the fuck was that?
Oh, that was our shitty window.
So a semi drives by and the windows shake?
Apparently.
Okay. This is going to be cool. I'm excited.
At least the dogs didn't bark.
Yeah, at least there was no barking. Look, we're really going for it here, all right? We're going for it. It's a project, and yeah, they're old style, really old style. There is no vacuum gap in the windows,
Oh.
so it's just a single pane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That we need to get from the special glass thing.
It's
The windows
yeah.
actually screw apart.
It is kind of exciting to think about the possibilities, but the possibilities are expensive. I'm not seeing any hiccups on my end. Everything looks fine. Weather's fine. A lot of you were worried about snow, but there's really not any. So weirdly, near where we are, there is a pile of snow that seems to have been like gathered up by somebody, and that's the only snow around. There's no snow in anybody's yard. There's no snow on anybody's house. There's no snow on the trees. There's no snow anywhere.
I
And
saw
yet,
some in a ditch.
there's a pile of snow on the street in one spot. So, yeah. Yeah, it was definitely plowed there, for sure. Well, Praggett is looking rather tired.
What's
Cold, if anything.
Oh, you're cold?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It will warm up once we close that door.
Okay.
You sure you don't want the electric one?
Well, I can wrap up if you want to crash.
No, I'm good.
All right. It's not even almost melted. It's that thing where when you pile up a bit of snow, it sticks around for a long time.
It's like a hunk of ice at this point.
No, Regu. It's entirely. Excuse me. It's entirely outside. So the two places are connected by an entryway that is inside. So we don't have to go outside to get between the two places. And if we leave the doors open, we can treat it all as one place as well. Oh boy. I mean I've already said a lot on that, punks. It's fine, but also in many ways bad. But we knew this.
It will be what we make it.
Yeah, it will be what we make it.
Has a lot of potential.
Oh yeah, you're all good, punks. I'm just letting you know that if you want full detail, I would say check the VOD out. But oh, tips for moving? I don't know. What are good tips for moving? Yeah, pack.
Florida company.
Yeah. Don't use a moving broker. Pack your stuff early. Pack your stuff well.
In regular size boxes.
Make sure you get enough moving blankets. If you're moving into your first apartment, I would imagine that you probably don't have a ton of stuff. And if you're moving locally, the best thing is typically that you can just, it's much easier to move. If you're moving long distance, it's a lot harder because you have to get something big enough to put all your shit in.
Don't have any shit. That's my.
The less stuff you have, the easier it is to move.
Just sell everything and buy new when
Yeah.
every time.
Honestly, that is a good tip. Like anything that you can sell or get rid of, you should definitely do before you move.
Don't have a collection hobby.
Yeah, don't collect games. It would be another good tip. Yeah, if you're moving locally, it's easier because you can make multiple trips. You can use your own vehicle probably, unless you have something really big. Yeah, labeling your boxes is a good idea. I did not do that.
I started.
We both started doing that, and then the panic set in. Like everything started good and ended terrible. The final boxes are chaos. The first boxes are overly optimistic. Yeah, if you have tons of money, that also makes it very easy to move. That's a good tip, Grand High Lazy Bum. Expunge the move from your memory and replace it with good memories about not moving. That's how you have a good move. Hey, Choo Choo. Choo Choo has a little Christmas hoodie on. Don't you, buddy? It's too small for you. We don't know yet if the TV was damaged by the treadmill, but we'll know soon. I can try to take a picture. Give me a second. It's gonna go into Discord. It's gonna go into Discord in general. Choo Choo. Come here, bud. Come here. Choo Choo. Look at me. Did it send? I think I did it. He's surrounded by chaos. Please ignore the chaos. It doesn't fit him very well. It's the first time that we've got him something that doesn't really fit. But whatever he wears, he's the cutest boy. He's the world's smallest son. Ooh. Yeah, the floors are all right in this apartment. I think I want to change them though, because I have an aesthetic vision for my studio. Hope to one day achieve. I don't know whose shoe that is or where it came from. There was stuff here that I don't know whose is what. I don't know. I haven't really seen anything really fucked up. We didn't even see like an accident, like a car accident or anything that I can recall. Before we left Phoenix, Craig and I witnessed a semi pulling into a parking lot and they ran over the landscaping and destroyed it. There was that. Fairly mundane. Well, I said landscaping. I think I oversold it. It was one of those things where they had like a little line of stacked bricks around the edge of the sort of like landscaped boulevard, and they just annihilated the bricks. No, beard. Why? Bricks are for throwing anyway. I like what you've imagined better than what we witnessed, Pat. Weirdly, more than a couple times, for various reasons, I've considered gun ownership with relation to this place that we are now in. But I think it's going to be okay. Someone linked it earlier, Destin. You should be able to just click the link and see it. It's linked again. Thank you, Richie. What's up, Debbie?
Getting like blanket.
Oh.
Somebody.
We are also so happy we ended up adopting Chew. It was just one of those unexpected things, but we did it, and I have no regrets. He's the best boy.
You changed your mind. There's another one on that. Okay.
Well, Pico is hiding. Gigi's been more ambitious.
He's just like on the futon.
Who, Pico? Okay. Well, he was under the futon, but apparently he's on the futon now. But Gigi's been going all around. I think Gigi's the only one of our creatures that's fully accepted Kraget.
Pico's actually been chilling on the bed at night.
Oh, okay. So both of the cats have accepted Kraget then, really. The dogs are much more skittish. But I think they're slowly coming around. Oh, let's see these kitties. Aw. They're great. I love them. Look at them. They look very happy. Ohio. The state of panic, yeah. You nailed it. Oh. But yeah, I'm just glad that we're finally here. Setting everything else aside, we're here, we have all of our shit, and now it's just forward movement. Fixing the things, fixing all the problems, and just moving on. You can finally let go of all the panic and anxiety, just all the yuck. I have to go back to work immediately. They have been they've been asking me for stuff pretty much throughout this, actually. And I mean, I feel it's somewhat fair because this blew away the amount of time I asked to take off. Why does that cat have two butts? Oh, we all thought the same thing. Okay, good. But yeah, the time I asked for off was based off of our original plan, which ended a week ago. So they're expecting me back basically tomorrow. So I'll be working tomorrow. And that's fine. It is what it is. I will have Christmas off. Oh, we're done with the old place. Well done. Well done. The only question that remains about that place is whether the landlords are going to be chill or freak out about the fact that we were not out of there on time. We actually went 2 days over when we were supposed to be out of the house. So they can either be cool about that or they can be shitty about that. And, well, I mean, what they can do is demand money, essentially. But I feel like the likelihood is that they'll be fine because they were never really a super hands on landlord. We were dealt with primarily through the management company, and it's generally been essentially chill. No, we haven't heard back from them still. So the thing is that our disaster turned into a disaster for the nice lady that runs the management company because she had planned her vacation around us being gone. So, in terms of interacting with or communicating with the landlords, she was not going to be around, and the whole thing is just like a big clusterfuck. And there's a good chance they won't be happy with it because, like, obviously their expectation was that we'd be out, and then they're gonna throw all of their shit into gear of like having contractors come by, having the house checked out, and doing whatever they're going to do with it, get another tenant or sell the house or whatever it is. So it's a domino effect. Like, we got fucked up, the management company got fucked up, and then the landlords got fucked up. So the moratorium or whatever, as far as I know, never affected us or applied to us unless there's something I don't know. We never had any trouble paying our rent. So I don't know if maybe if we had trouble, maybe there was something that would have applied to us, but I don't know. But mainly what we're talking about here is a breach of agreement. So they'd already granted us a fairly lenient lease break. We actually left a month early from our lease, like a month and a half early. And they could have been a lot worse about that because the lease itself was like, well, if you want to break the lease, you have to pay for all services, and you have to keep paying until we get another tenant in there, and you have to pay for advertising to get another tenant in there, and you have to let people come in and look at the house, like blah 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 blah. The lease is very angry sounding, but then they gave us a lease amendment that described, like how we were going to break the lease, and they're like, yeah, just be out of there by such and such date and pay the last month's rent, and everything else will just be sort of waived. So, in a sense, they were already pretty cool about the fact that we wanted to break the lease early, which was honestly, I'm going to say that was unexpected because we have had landlords that suck, and my general expectation is suck. But they were actually cool. So I actually feel bad for kind of violating that coolness with not cool, not leaving on timeness that we did. So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, worst that would probably happen is that they'll want us to pay something having to do with being there 2 days longer than expected, or it might affect getting our deposit back. I don't know. I'm so disconnected from it at this point, I just don't care. Like, if they want to keep the deposit, fine, whatever. It would be nice to get it back, but like, the whole point was just to get out, and we're out. So it's sort of irrelevant to me now. if they're cool about it, then that would just be sort of like icing on the cake. Oh yeah, because we were working with the management company, and we had to give the keys back when we were gone, and we couldn't give the keys back until we were done with the house, which was 2 days late. So yeah, they are well aware that we were there 2 days longer, and we had no way of making it seem otherwise. So it's fine. We'll see what happens. I have so much work to do tomorrow. Yeah, sometimes you can get lucky with landlords. I think it's fairly rare though. Like sometimes if there's not a management company in between, I've heard of a lot of people who have had like nice landlords where they know them personally and stuff. But I feel like that's pretty rarely the case. The first landlord we had in our chain of landlords when we were moving from house to house to house was just this little old couple, and they were really cool, and that was nice. There were some quirks that I think were related to them being a cute little old couple, like installing things backwards, like doorknobs, and there was a bathtub we basically couldn't use because they installed the plumbing backwards, and you could never get hot water. Uh, but apart from those slight quirks, they were all right. Look, Dave, that's big picture. We're talking about something different here. This isn't about praxis. Put down the brick. Oh, good. I mean, that's one way to put it down. I can simultaneously agree with what you're saying and also recognize that, I don't think that the cute little old couple that were renting a house to us were all that bad. I don't see them as like, I mean, by definition, inherently, they're landowners and we were serfs, but I would never. I would never leave you alone.
Also, wrap up this.
Yeah. It is bedtime, my friends. One thing I will say, this is within my new normal stream time, which should not seem different for anybody. But for myself, I'm now going to be streaming from 9 to midnight, which has always been the time Eastern, but for me is 2 hours later than normal. So we're going to see how that goes. But basically, I'm going to change my schedule so that it stays the same for everyone else everywhere. And yeah, it is kind of like my old schedule back in the day when I was a late night streamer, which used to be midnight. Yeah, it was midnight to 3 Eastern. Well, so everything basically is going to stay the same because even when DST happens, I adjusted for that when I was in Arizona. So I always adjusted to keep with Eastern time. So still nothing's going to change for anybody watching. The only people who get fucked are in Arizona, as always. That's always how it was, even when I was in Arizona. And it remains the case. Yeah. we're gonna hit the hay. So even though I started a little late and I'm ending a little early, when I get back to normal, it's gonna be 9 to midnight Eastern time, just like it always was. you keep an eye on the time, Dave. You're the only one who really knows. So don't ever let that go. It's important. All right. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you all as always. And I'm looking forward to this new chapter. It's going to be wild. I'll see you guys tomorrow.